Hello. Hello, hello. Today's a doodle stream, so we need background music. Let's find some of that. I have the Castlevania one, don't I? Let's do that. Hello, anybody who is watching. Possibly. Who knows? I know today's an RPG day for most of you, so hope you're having a wonderful time with that. I'm just going to be doodling stickers. That's what I'm going to be doing. Where is thingy? Hello, Christy. How you doing? Are you well? Where is Castlevania? Very good question. There's a lot of Jethro Tull here. Hang on, there's an easy way to sort this out, isn't there? I'll go back to the song I just played. And it is... Michiru Yamane. Right, cool. Good to know. This is a wonderful start to a stream. Very professional. But, you know, it's one of those streams. No professionalism here. Here we go. There we are. I don't know how long this is. An hour and 11 minutes. There we go. I do know. You are well. Hooray! Let's play some Castlevania music. There we go. Hopefully that's a semi-decent volume. Right. So, stuff. Stuff what to doodle. I'm alright. I had a headache yesterday. I was going to stream working on Outliers comic, which is making progress, but yeah, headache got in the way. These things happen. So what I'm planning on doing for this one, because we can now manufacture stickers again, hooray. What I'm planning to do for this one is, I don't think this sticker manufacturer has a limit on how small stickers can be. The previous one did. They had to be a certain size, but on the last one, on the last lot that I made, there was a little, hang on, if I get the picture up. Headache suck creativity, yeah it does.
My sons, attack the gates.
Hey, thank you for the auto hosts. Yes, if I get the previous stickers up. Cats from a couple of months ago. There was this one. This one here. There they are. And when I had this printed out, there was a white outline around it. Sort of like that. Which meant that this little bit here had to be cut out. And no one complained when I did that, so I'm assuming I can have stickers that small, because if they can cut the hole out, they can cut a sticker out that big. So yeah. This time, I'm just going to make lots and lots of small stickers. That's the gist. That's what I'm planning on doing. I don't know what the theme is, but yeah. I imagine, given the circumstances, I'm a theme. Oh no. Yeah. Just, I guess, like, little silly things. I mean, they're all little silly things, I guess, but, this is very metal-y music. Things the Crispy enjoys. Don't know. What does I enjoys? Don't know. I'm gonna turn my music down in my ears slightly. Thing is, I enjoy making things, and you can't really do stickers of making things because you're making things. So there you go. You could do little. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it like, what would you want lots of little stickers of? You know. We could just do random miscellaneous objects, but Inception stickers. How does that work? A sticker inside a sticker. I wonder whether you could do. I wonder whether you could design like here's a donut sticker or whatever, with like sprinkles or whatever around it, and then you could do like a little sticker inside it. So they've got to cut out the middle bit of this sticker, and there's a sticker in it. I wonder whether they can do that. Plants? You can do plants. Lots of little plants. Like, whenever I think of a plant, I always think of a Venus flytrap sort of thing. Venus flytrap, they're sort of more. I always think of them as being, you know, piranha plant sort of dealios, but they're sort of more... They're a weird shape. Don't really know sort of how to sort of go out and then in again. It's like sort of, I don't know. Stylus, coffee, tea, tablet, geeky books and stuff. Many. What? Oh, you've selected 2 layers for some reason. Go away. A donut hole sticker. That's actually pretty funny. It's just a sticker of the hole in the donut. Sticker in a donut and a donut hole. Could you do that? Could you do a sticker sheet of concentric rings? Where there is, I don't know what it would be. Each one. There is a temptation just to basically try and come up with an idea for a sticker sheet that would annoy the manufacturers of the stickers as much as possible. Because it says you need to leave a 5mm gap from the edge of any sticker to the edge of any other. But I suppose so long as there's a 5mm between the inside of one sticker and the outside of the one in it, I guess that's fine. The machine should still be able to cut the hole. Just have to sort of like a weird overlapping sort of jigsaw Venn diagram thing of stickers. But anyway, that's not for you guys. That's for that's for me annoying the company, who very graciously make me stickers. Loophole. Yes, I found a loophole in their. Trying to think of things that people might want stickers of, just like a little sticker of a cat. You stay where you are. This might end up being just a fool's errand, and I'll just design some stickers off stream. That's fine, doesn't matter. Mermaid Mercat. I can't. Last month was cats. Can't draw too many cats. That was hard enough doing it once. Also, wouldn't a mercat just try and eat itself? Constantly trying to eat its own tail. Oh, let's get his tail out. Something catfish. That's yeah. That is a good point. Well made. Eloquently said. The Ouroboros of Mercat. That's right, weird. That's my format of saying there's a joke here involving this setup and this punchline, but I don't know what it is. And then that gets me out of having to actually make a joke. Little rusty on the old cartoon cat drawings, but we help each other around here, yes. It's a community joke construction. Anyway, there's a cat. Oh, I really need to play Symphony of the Night. I did try and play it on the Vita, but the Vita hurts your hand. Can't play it. It's too small. The rusty around the old 2-minute cat drawing looks like a cat. I mean, I have my own standards, which should not be applied to anyone else. Some people say that they shouldn't be applied to me. We could do a sort of wait 20 years for it to become a retro PC game. It pretty much is already. It's PlayStation 1. We're now, we're waiting for the release of the PS5. Here is a happy cactus. For no reason other than to have a happy cactus. How about just lots of little happy things? Just little happy stickers. Pot is also happy. I don't know why I thought of a cactus, but I did. So there you go. PS5 would probably be able to read PS4 discs. I mean, all I would want from the PlayStation 5 is to be able to have an online store where I can play PlayStation 3 games, and thus I can play Demon's Souls. That's it. That's all. I'll be happy. One of these days, I'll play it. Started watching a playthrough of it the other day. Someone's doing a sort of charity thing. And I deliberately stopped myself from watching too much. I was like, no, keep it fresh. I'll play it one day. But yes, backwards compatibility. One thing I actually learned recently was that one of the reasons they don't do backwards compatibility is because in previous consoles, that's been the way people have managed to crack the console. I don't know how, but I saw somebody talking about how they cracked the the PS3 by using its backwards compatibility to the PlayStation 2, due to its ability to play PS1 games. There's a console where one can actually play the games you want to play regardless of the year you're in. Yeah, I mean, I have a PC, and you can have difficulties running games, you know, like Zoo Tycoon or whatever, back in the day. But yeah, it would be nice, but that doesn't make money, so it's probably not going to happen, is it? Money, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a song, isn't it? Songs tend to get stricken. Go away. One of these days I will make my own royalty-free library of music. Oh, by the way, did I mention I bought a sample library? Also, the newer system games tend to use different format, use a different reader, so it's more expensive to have the hardware for both new and old stuff in the machine. Yes, it would be either you have a software emulation, which would involve making a software emulation, which probably wouldn't be particularly accurate, or you'd have the hardware in there as well, and that's you're basically selling you two consoles. So. I thought we were talking about a donut. Thought I might as well do a donut. Don't need to do a mouth on a donut, do you? Yeah, sorry, I bought a... Did I mention this on stream? I bought a sample library, the BBC Symphony Orchestra sample library, which I was thinking about buying kind of maybe down the line at some point because it's very expensive. It's 600 gigabytes, so you'd have to buy a hard drive with it, and it's already like 900 quid on its own. But they came out with a cheap version of it, which has a lot of what you'd want, and I bought that. And it sounds very lovely, so I'm hoping to make some cool orchestral music at some point. It's good mostly for... It's a symphony orchestra, so it's good for big symphony sounds. Not quite so good for smaller things, which is usually what I do, but hey, it's a good excuse to try something different. Yeah. One thing I want to do is I want to try and get like old... like Final Fantasy music or something like that from the Super Nintendo or the early PS1 games, and just basically just remake them with an orchestra, how they were originally meant to sound. But it's actually surprisingly difficult to find one of those that doesn't have a non-orchestral instrument in there somewhere, or one that's not in this orchestra anyway. Anywho, because I was gonna do the flute of that patch is very, very nice indeed, and it sounds very nice. I accidentally played the first few notes to Frontier Village Dali from Final Fantasy IX, which is a lovely piece of music. And I was going to do that because that's a lovely melodic, slow town theme. But then I remembered that the main sort of rhythm of it comes from a nylon acoustic guitar. And I don't have a good nylon acoustic guitar. And funnily enough, it doesn't come with an orchestra, so there you go. Anywho, how have people's weeks been? Oh, Ragdoll, I keep watching Barry's streams and playing marbles or whatever, and then seeing your name pop up on screen, and it's very distracting. Yeah, I was rooting for you though. I don't think you won anything. But... I have a ukulele here. What does it look like? Okay, so the hole's a little further down, a bit bigger. One thing I was considering doing, I know the PAL music projects didn't quite work out, mostly because it was quite restrictive for what I wanted to do. I want to do stuff in lots of different genres and styles and all that. You don't usually, but that's expected. I mean, it's literally random. But it's fun to have someone to root for, you know? It's fun to go, I know that name! At the very least, hope you make it to the end. And there's that. So where did I suppose there? Is that where the eyes go? Or do they go up here? Yes, I just want lots of sort of little silly drawings, and then we'll work out which ones work best for stickers. Again, if you have like, I think the theme could just be like little silly things, just little silly stickers. The silly smile collection. You're not in it to win it. You're in it to watch the marbles and listen to streamers try and go all sports announcer during. That's the appeal. People commentating on something which has absolutely nobody has any control over at all. Yeah, it's fun. This is an ukulele, or a tiny bass. So where does the face go on a ukulele? I guess. Well, I want a more curvaceous, I think, a little more cartoony. This is. Tell you what, let's just cheat. Lovely. Are we going to put a face on everything? Why not? Or even worse. I love it. I'm keeping it. Looks like a dog now. Your dog needs to go to the vet. Oh, I see what you mean. When the mouth was there and it's got sort of big. Okay, that makes sense. A couple of ears. Yeah, I'm good with that. That's fine. I have a general rule in life, which is if it makes me laugh, keep it. Oh yeah, streaming. Yes, you got streaming stuff to work on your laptop, but only for Twitch. Mixer wants you to wait 24 hours for a stream key, 6 more hours to go. Yeah. Looks like it's screaming. I like that. There's very, very soft ukulele music playing, and it's going just constantly. I don't call it a sound hole for nothing. What else? What else? Silly, cute things. Just random objects. Look around the room. See what you can see. I'm not drawing a pine cone. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird when you give yourself literally no restrictions. It's like you can draw absolutely anything. Go ahead, and then just nothing comes to mind. A book. What do I parsnip I see? Oh, I didn't join that very well, did I? Bit of a seam. Do a book. It's a bit of a jazzy track. I don't know why I decided to make this one walk, but here we are. I kind of want... I want to give these things personality. I kind of wanted this to sort of somehow go over one of the eyes or whatever and sort of... have it sort of look edgy, but it's not going to quite work, is it? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry, I'm perpetually distracted. Which means, was I ever focused on anything in the first place to be distracted from? Words. What was I saying? I distracted myself talking about how I get distracted. Yes, so the Forest of Doom music thing didn't quite work out. But I have been playing recently because I'm hip with the kids like this. I've been playing Final Fantasy III. Don't know when that came out. It's for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Although I've been playing the Steam version. And it's a problematic game. Mechanically, it's a bit iffy. It's a bit like, oddly enough, it sort of reminds me in an odd way of XCOM. I know that's a weird analogy to make, but it deals, at least initially, it deals with such low numbers. Like, you're used with these sort of old games. I'm going off on a tangent here. With these old games, you're used to like your character starting and they have, 700 health and they do 200 damage per hit, and it varies between like 180 and 220 and all that sort of stuff. No, in this game you start off, you've got like 20 health and you do 2 or 3 damage. And when you get stronger and you do more damage, you go from doing 3 damage to doing 5 damage, and that's huge difference. And you really notice it with all these kind of tiny numbers, and that's why it reminds me of XCOM, because in XCOM the numbers are small. Things have 9 health or whatever, and you do 3 to 5 damage. So when you miss something, when you roll low, it's significant and it feels bad, but when you roll high it feels good, and when you level up you get strong and all that, and it feels nice. The problem is that it's like XCOM but with just hideous RNG. So it's like, okay, imagine an XCOM game where you put in all of your character's moves at the start of the round, and then all the enemies put in their moves, and then your characters just do things in a random order. No, you don't get any to control who goes first. It's just whatever order it happens. So if an enemy moves before you shoot it, it's not there anymore, and you miss. Like, that's a horrible idea. That's Final Fantasy III, though. Where everything matters and you have no control. It's like, fights are over so quickly. Either everything goes to hell immediately, or you win without problem. And there's no in between. It's so strange. I was stuck on a boss, like I fought them like 4 or 5 times, and the last time I did it and won, I just won in like 3 rounds, because the RNG didn't screw me over. It's really weird. I don't like it. Anyway, point I was trying to make, apart from the fact that old games are designed badly, is I kind of like the idea of trying to make my own JRPG soundtrack, because I feel like there's a lot of variety there and it might be quite fun. This is the improved version. It was next to impossible to beat the original game unless everyone was a ninja and you tossed all the things. I've only just got the ninja, I think. I also had the issue of I like to stick with certain jobs, particularly given that they punish you if you swap. If you swap, there is a cooldown period, so you can't change your character's job without them being not exactly useless for a while, but not not as useful as they could be. And you don't know what a job does until that period's over. Maybe it's I don't know. There's no there is a character in the game who explicitly tells you what jobs do, but only if you have them equipped. So you have to incur that penalty just to learn what the job does. So I just ended up kind of using the same jobs all the way through, and then I got to a point of this isn't working now. Why am I bad at the game? Oh yeah, they expect you to be this job. Okay. Gimmick boss, love it. Also, I sort of mentioned this before. I just unlocked. I want to look this up. I want to show you. I just unlocked a job called Evoker. Not Evoker. What was it? Devoted. No, Devout, I think. Yes, Devout. And the Devout is a stronger version of the White Mage, or sort of like a healer, as it were. And I thought, oh, Devout, that's sort of like priest, sort of, or a nun, or sort of like a holy person with sort of powerful healing magic and stuff like that. So I turned one of my characters into the Devout, and I just, of all of the things I was expecting, this was not it. This is the antithesis of what I was expecting to see. It just made me laugh. That is not the priestly, holy person I was led to believe this would be. That said, I do want that hood. But that's just me. Anyway. Yeah, that game's weird. Devout furry, yes. To be fair, they never specified what they were devout for, or of. You devout to, I suppose. Devout to? Yeah. What is this? It's a weird game. The story. Another thing. There's so many things in this game. I need to think about something else to draw now, so that I can do that while I'm rambling. Why is it so hard? Just pick an object. There's a lamp. Draw a lamp. But I'm thinking, how do I draw a lamp in a fun way? I already did draw a lamp in a fun way. I gave it legs and it was horrible. Let's draw a lamp. Anyway. There was a point in the game, and you don't need to know an awful lot about what happens up to that point, but suffice it to say, my characters had just woken up from being unconscious for 3 days. And I was running around this town trying to work out what to do. I'd never met any of these people before. I had no idea what was going on. And when I clicked on a character, it went into a cutscene. I was like, oh, cool, this is progression. This will explain what I'm supposed to do. And then my main character, ran up to this character and said, we need to get the Levigrass shoes to get over the endless bog. I had never heard of an endless bog or Levigrass shoes before, and the fact that my main character just ran up to somebody and demanded that we had these things was very funny. It's like, did you expect me to learn this from someone? Because I didn't. This is the first I heard of it, and my character seemed very intent on making sure that we get it. Yeah, just like your main character bursting out of nowhere, we need this incredibly important plot point that has never been mentioned before. Old games. Why would anyone want a lamp sticker? I don't know. Why am I giving these all faces? Hang on. Let's mess up this perspective. So yeah, but it's in the, you know, it was a game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. They didn't have an awful lot of space for story or anything like that. But it's the old style. It's like Final Fantasy 1 in its story writing, which is you basically move from errand to errand. Thought the old RPGs were pretty good. You wouldn't know. Always wanted to play them. It depends what you mean by good. Like, I would say the Super Nintendo one's pretty good. For the Final Fantasies, that would be like 4, 5, and 6. All of which are good. My favourite's 5. A lot of people love 6. A lot of people love 4 as well. In fact, I think more people love 4 and 6 than 5. I'm in a minority. But 5 did the job system well. 3 did not. Anyway, here's a lamp with teeth. I like them. The first 3 Final Fantasies are basically one long fetch quest. I haven't finished 2, but I have finished 1, and I think I've almost finished 3. It feels like I'm at the end. But you never know. You can feel like that in 6, and then whoopsie doodle, literally everything changes. 6 is like the most impressive of the Super Nintendo ones. First 3, yeah, it's story. There seemed to be more of an emphasis on story in the second one, but I didn't get very far in the second one because I'm not going to complain about the mechanics of that game. It just hates you playing it. I will finish it one day. I finished the first one, and all I remember about that is grinding for magic. Very expensive. It's a thing that was kept in 3 as well. I am a fan of this lamp. Fan! Let's do a fan. Desk fan. Just objects with faces. That's what this theme is. Some of these are going to be good, some of them are going to be awful. Let's do not quite at an angle. Yeah. Give me some direction to this. This is an egg. Okay, screw it. Yeah, but I just oddly I wanted a game that I could just relax and not have to worry about playing, and then 3 comes along and is this weird RNG, oddly kind of difficult game at times, where you just sort of have to work out what jobs you're supposed to have for this fight because it's kind of a gimmick. And the game's also really bad at telling you what you're supposed to do next. But that's why I've never finished 4. Tried to finish 4 3 times, and all 3 times I've gone away, done something else, forgotten I was playing the game, come back 2 weeks later, had no idea what to do next, and started again. Still kind of interested in playing the new FF7, though it got spoiled somehow only this year. It's... Yeah, as I understand it, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the new one, but as I understand it, they are not, they're different experiences, and it's if you want to play both, that's cool. I personally don't think I'd get much out of the remake. Don't tell Try I said that. This does not look like a fan. How do you draw a fan? But yeah, I just feel like don't tell him that. No, don't. He's very disappointed. But yeah, it's just like if it was a straight up remake, I have the original. If it was changing things, I would feel weird about that. So I don't really know what I would get out of it personally. I know other people loved it, and that was great. Hooray! Really do think all long RPGs need to have something that tells you what happened last, where you were headed next in the plot. Just a journal. It's a relatively simple system, just text-based journal. Morrowind did it well, kind of. It was a bugger to find anything, but it was there. Also, I know I'm comparing Final Fantasy III to Morrowind. Like, I don't know how far apart in time they were, but you know what I mean. Like, having a text log, shouldn't be too difficult in these games. It's literally just text. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this has been the Crispy Has Opinions on Final Fantasy Hour. I have many opinions. None of them matter. Yeah, that's the other thing. You've heard they're changing things, but maybe lengthening it. Hopefully so. Well, I mean, they managed to get an entire game out of the first. I'm gonna say the first 2/5 of the first disc of the original game. So they've clearly lengthened it. Yeah, but they've also changed the mechanics and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little jaded, but give me a new experience. They may have a new time. I've had that game and it's good. I like it. Well, the mechanics of the new one are probably slightly better because the old one is a bit rough, but they spent a lot on scenes that were like one screen in the original to make events hit hard. The thing is, when you sort of look at the original, that part of the game it really feels just like a kind of a setup to everything that follows, as a kind of like a self-contained almost tutorial. The story beats were just sort of like ways of kicking off character arcs. But when you make that the whole game, you need to make those things, you need to flesh those out, because otherwise you've just started stuff and not finished it. So, yeah. They also did spoilers leave that people wondering exactly where they're going with this. I have heard of Nomura shenanigans. Nomura being Nomura. There are belts everywhere. No. But yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. But that makes me interested to see, yeah, like I say, where it's going to go. But okay. Soundtrack's good though. Can attest to that. I have listened to bits of the soundtrack, and they have done very good with the original source material, updating it to modern game music standards. However much I may not like modern game music standards, they did a good job. Because it's very difficult. Final Fantasy VII was my first Final Fantasy, so obviously somewhat biased. But it also helped inform me what a good game soundtrack is. So I can't really be objective about that. So I feel like if I think, you know, if I think they've done a good job, they must have done a good job, because otherwise I'd be very defensive. Anyway, them spin. Nope, my mind's gone blank. That happens quite a lot. Usually when I say which is every 3 seconds. Now I'm self-conscious. Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I just thought, oh, I'll do a mug. I'll put a face on a mug. Oh, hang on. That's a brand, isn't it? Oh, there it is. It happens. Just this is a reflex. I think we've got enough household objects. We can do something else now. Just like, again, silly things that make you smile. A radio? Do radios have like... Because they're not symmetrical. How would you do a face on a radio? Or like the typical sort of box radio, sort of dealio. Do radios sort of look like anything anymore? Do radios exist? Have they been usurped? Like little buttons here and like speaker. That was terrible, Chris. Do it again, but better. Marginally improved. No, I like this little asymmetrical friend. Little bit of October vibes going on, but a little better. I don't know. What does a radio look like? When was the last time I saw a radio? I want to put like a cassette player in it, but that's even older. Is this going to be walking as well? Everything walks. He's got headphones on. Multitasking playing Fortnite with your niece? Ooh. Hope you're having a good time. I feel like there's something in this, but probably not this. I'll come back to that. What software am I using? I am using Clip Studio Paint. Having used Photoshop for a very long time, and then realised that it's not monetarily efficient to be adhering to their subscription service. But there you go. To each their own. It's all good. What else? Which tablet? This is a Wacom 13-inch... 13 HD, I think it's called? Something like that. Far too expensive for what it is. But it served me well. What other things can we do? This music is not helping me relax. Thank you, Death's Ballad. I would like a... Discrepancy between the top of the lip and the actual base. Gotta remember. I know this is what everybody was waiting for. Was the scared champagne flute glass falling over sticker. It's what the kids want. That's going to be an odd sticker. It's going to have like a sort of outline around it. Quite thin. Yeah, might work. Hello Kira, how you doing? You just bought a Cintiq Pro 13. Hooray! Which one's that? I'm terrible with hardware names. Ooh, neat. Oh, has it got like touchscreen stuff and cool. Wonderful. Those are good friends. So the idea behind this is I don't think the sticker company has a minimum sticker size, so I want to just make lots and lots of small silly stickers. That's the idea. Basically a newer 13 HD but without the quick buttons. I never use the quick buttons, so you're probably fine. Probably doesn't need to be quite. Have a length in the head. Kids get fancy grape juice. I don't know how we're going to make that. But it's champagne. It's going to be difficult to make it look like champagne. The yellow liquid on a sticker. You know, people jump to conclusions. Why did that come to mind? I don't know. I suppose I could stick a parsnip in there, why not? You just woke up again, had a bit of a nightmare, oh dear. But you're doing better now. Hooray. Hopefully that doesn't set the the precedent for the day. Yeah, so I don't know how the voting's going to work on this, because there's going to be quite a lot of them at the end. But we'll see. Maybe. How many... There are 8 patrons who are on the sticker tier, so... Maybe they pick one each and then... I don't know. There's a couple of them that don't really sort of... A couple of patrons who don't necessarily interact with sort of what I do and stuff like that, so I think that would be unfair on them. Why did I draw them like that? I don't know. No. We can do better than that. I did like the mouth. The mouth was... Yes, I know, I'm aware there's a... Not a tangent per se, but a... See, that doesn't look as good now. This is what I get for doubting myself. And destructively editing. Obviously this is just a... Stop doubting yourself. To be fair, I have only gotten to this point by doubting myself. So, it's a lesson hard learned. Sure, why not? There you go. I could just do a sheet full of parsnip stickers. Why not? Maybe that's a backup idea. I should do that, shouldn't I? I should sort of prepare a sticker sheet just in case I can't make one month. For whatever reason. And it's ready to go. That would be a sensible thing to do. So I'm probably not going to do it. Yeah. On Monday, I'm going to make more animations with the 3D model we did of this little guy. Other things... Okay, so what... If you had the chance, and funnily enough you do, if you had the chance to have a sticker sheet just with lots of little things that make you smile on it, what would you want? Anyway, stretch break. Remember to stretch regularly. Don't draw constantly for 2 hours like I always do. You always buy stickers that are plants or food. Okay, well, we have a cactus. We have a parsnip. Parsnip is both. I suppose you could eat a cactus. I don't know. Are there any poisonous cactuses? Or cacti? Cacti for species, isn't it? Cacti is the Latin plural, so you can use it for multiple species, but cactuses is the English plural, which means you use it for multiple plants. I'm referring to species, so it's cacti. You can eat cactus. Marvelous. There you go. Don't you get mescaline from a cactus? You probably shouldn't eat that one. Okay, more food. I'm also thinking colour, because I'm very conservative when it comes to colour, and stickers benefit from having a bright colour scheme and something sort of stronger. So the donut you can do some stuff with. What's sort of colourful food? Like the little book. Yes, I spent more time on that because I was ranting about Final Fantasy III. For about half an hour. Watermelon. The inside of a watermelon. I took this image of like Rom. From Bloodborne, just like lots of eyes. Is Rom a watermelon? How about like something a little smile made up of these and then just sort of little freckles. Rum and Coke is still a favourite of yours. I don't think I was the one who came up with rum and Coke, but I did draw it, so. Oh, that was one of the other things I wanted to do, because Final Fantasy III has the job system. What is a watermelon? I've never had a watermelon. And I quite like the idea of drawing or designing an outfit for my characters. Yeah, it is kind of like sort of like a white bit before the colourful bit. Okay. Designing outfits for my characters based around the jobs in the game. Again, I showed you the devout. That'll be M, I'm sure. So that might... We could do that on a stream. That might be a nice idea. I never seem to have free time to do these things myself, so... and you can do it as well. You could design your own outfits for these sort of jobs. Or, ooh, here's a thought. So Final Fantasy V, which is better than 3, objectively, has more songs. More songs. It's the end theme. I'm gonna have to find something else now. Let's do the Sekiro soundtrack, because that's quite atmospheric, isn't it? Yes, so Final Fantasy V. YouTube, what are you doing? Don't turn off the dark theme. Why did you turn off the dark theme? I've been on you today. Honestly. Sekiro OST. That'll do. Nope, I'll turn it down. That's loud. Sorry. Apologies. This is a good soundtrack, atmospheric wise. Thematically, not great, but hey. In particular, Lady Butterfly, her theme drives me nuts. I noticed that on my other playthrough. Oh no, are you gonna start being weird now? This happens occasionally when I click off and on Clip Studio. I don't think it's Clip Studio, I think it's my tablet reacting with Clip Studio. Beware, friend who was buying a Cintiq. This may happen to you. Okay, I'm gonna have to just turn it off and on again. Give me a second. Welcome screen, save. Always save your work. This hasn't happened for a while. In fact, it only mostly happens when I stream, so it might be that. You haven't played 3 or 5 yet, but you remember liking the jobs in FFT? Is that Tactics? I've never played Tactics. Technical difficulties are fine, don't worry about it. I've done this before. Right. Okay, are you gonna be behaved? Are you gonna behave properly now? Yes, it's Tactics. Cool. No, you're still not liking me, are you? Oh, it might be the tablet. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to turn my tablet off. Static's been pretty solid so far. It's generally, apologies for the sounds. Mostly you have a few issues, but occasionally. Yeah, no, Clip Studio just doesn't like me. What to do about that? There's a question. How about... Or maybe this just happened when I messed around with my browser. Could be that. All these sorts of things interact in weird ways. I refreshed that. Tactics is where you know the job system from. Yeah. See, I know it from 5. Anyway, yes, sorry. So 5, there's a thing with 5 called the 4-job fiesta, which happens occasionally. And what it is I think it's a charity thing where you get assigned 4 jobs and you got to play the game with just those 4 jobs. But that might be quite fun to do that, to take those jobs and design my characters with those jobs. Why are you being weird? This hasn't happened for a very long time. And it happens on stream. What a surprise. So what can I do to fix it? It does sound fun until you're given 4 white mages, and yay. Because it's not just that's causing problems. So let's just hard reset. Go away. You can also go away. No music, nothing. Everything's gone. Now let's reopen everything. Okay. Professional stream. Absolutely. No issues here. No siree. Okay. Why did you open up to a... It's weird. Go away. Right. Okay. I have no recent things, apparently. Sure. Whatever. I'm doing something. Okay, that seems to have done something. Yay, we're back in business. I blame Brave, my browser. It does weird things occasionally. Right. We're back. Hello. All it took was turning things off and on again. Back to the watermelon. Anyway, what I'm saying is I want to design outfits. Because I'm very conservative when it comes to designing clothes for characters. And I want to try something a bit different. I want to learn some new stuff. Also, at some point I want to open up commissions for things, and I want to be good at doing them. So that's a goal. Also another reason I need to practice drawing faces and properly drawing faces, not the silly styles that I tend to. The curves on a chunk of a sphere. What's it called? An arc? Well, it's an arc of a circle. Wedge, I suppose. Or is that a wedge of a cylinder? I don't know. Anyways, a watermelon. Let's make this rough symmetrical. See, when I flip these, it's gonna they're gonna look bloody awful. It always happens with like really simple things like this. For some reason, I flip it and I go, nah. No. What else? What else? What was it? Plants and food, wasn't it? So other colourful foods. Strawberry, peach. Done. It's interesting, in my display capture at the top, this eye here looks a lot smaller than this eye. Kind of weird effect. You have a peach island. Ooh. That sounds bouncy. Also fuzzy. Sort of rub the ground and everything's fuzzy. So many butts in your trees. I guess might as well. And do this properly. Is this against Mixer's terms of service? Probably. It's an 18+ stream. If you are offended by peach butts, look away now. Doesn't quite match up, does it? We really must be. A lip. Yep. Like, this did not go to plan. This was not how I imagined this occurring. Could somebody help, please? Give me a small sticker, keep these far apart. Like the peach is now looking at the ice cream. It's like, do you need a hand? Or a butt? No, mostly a hand, please. More things. More things. I did draw that beetroot, didn't I? Might as well draw them. Go with the parsnip. Beetroot. Parsnip and beetroot. There's probably a comic in that. I came up with a comic idea the other day about two aliens running a farm because they abducted the farmer and something went wrong. And they were like, oh, the farmer can't come back for like a week. We need to look after the animals. I don't know why I said that. So... This happens on stream, when you haven't said anything for a while and you're like, I need to say something, and then you say something out loud and you're like, no one needed to know that. Plants. So we done a lot of food. I think there's some other plants to do. How about... Give it a nice bend, always a good start. Near like that, so I want you... Hang on, need to look up reference, because of course I do. Okay, so... sort of wider and fatter, really. That's good for stickers. Actually, putting the eyes there, probably not a great idea. But then where would they go? I'm just going to start this again. If in doubt, give up. No, if in doubt, start again. quite working out how I thought it would. It's covering up the eyes. How about? Because I don't really like the pose of that, let's sort of sketch out something else.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks.
Thank you very much for the follow, Super Function. Hopefully you enjoy what else we have to do here, to offer. Now the mouth is not central to the thing. See, some of these take like 5 seconds, and other ones I just redo and redo and redo and redo. It happens. Just been lurking. There is no impetus or demand for anybody to speak at any time. Lurking is absolutely fine. You can talk as much or as little as you wish. I will be here spouting enough nonsense for all of us. See, there's an idea here, but it's just not. Drawing actually with this stream on in the background. Marvellous. It's always nice, I always find, to draw in a kind of pseudo-social way. So to have like a drawing stream or a, you know, chatting to other people who are drawing or videos. I don't know, Bob Ross, always a good one. I don't think I finished that sentence. Apologies. That's quite good. That works out quite well. That probably won't be on the final thing. Really doesn't look like a daffodil, does it? Looks like it's got a moustache, actually. Big old moustache. To the side of the mouth, oddly enough. I think I'm going to need to redraw that, but the idea is there. This is going to be more compact. That'll do. What? I didn't even see this. Looking up a picture of a daffodil. Someone beat me to it, evidently. Oh well. That would have been good. Funnily enough, I've drawn everything else with that kind of face except this one. So could have done it. There's a flower. We could probably do another flower. What other flower would be interesting to do apart from the Venus flytrap that I tried to do at the start? It's not really a flower, is it? The plant. It's a carnivorous plant, and as a consequence probably doesn't pollinate in the same way. Because it eats the things that would otherwise pollinate. Actually, that's the point. How does a Venus flytrap pollinate? What's its life cycle? I don't know. Let's look it up. See if we can't learn something. There's kind of a plant. Oh no! It's under the endangered species thing. It's threatened. That's not good. Vulnerable. Yes. Is this entertaining? No. Nothing. It doesn't say anything. It has seeds. Kelsoprees. Oh, I'll look it up later. Oh, the chatty flower. Is good. Good time. Yeah, I'm just drawing lots of things. Some will stick, some will not. Another flower. Interesting flower. Roses are boring. Violets are violet. Tulip. There. Tulip. Ooh. How about... Boom, you immediately know what it is. Most recognizable segment shape. Of course, if you were to look at it from above, you would think it was Pac-Man. Yeah, but now I've got to draw this. So... that is the problem. And somehow make it anthropomorphic. I've decided to put a face on all of these for some reason, so... yeah, wish me luck. Let's try and make it symmetrical. Just to make things easier. It's not on top of the thing, is it? It's usually to the side. Let's get rid of this. Right, how do I anthropomorphize you? I guess the easiest way to do that would just be to... And now it looks like a spiky snail. Spike slug. At your service. Looks like one of those sea slugs, isn't it? See, I can do better than that, but I don't know how. I know I can, but I don't know the mechanism whereby it occurs.
Hey. Hey, how's it going?
Oh no, I love them.
Hey, don't mind the flower, I'm down here.
Oh, so stupid. I'd just like to remind people at this point that I have a PhD. And this is what I'm doing. Life has a funny way of bringing you down to earth. Yep, sure, sticking with that. Indicate water. Okay, so we've done some flowers, we've done some food, we've done some random household objects. What remains? We've already done like planets and celestial things. Basically a smorgasbord. As long as I'm doing something I enjoy. Yeah. I mean, that's why I left the world of mathematics, because I would have to make a decision between doing something I would have liked and doing something that would have made money. And when it comes to maths, with pure maths in particular, where it literally doesn't matter, I need at least one thing between enjoying it and it being useful. Having neither, that's depressing, so I had to leave. Those bloody applied mathematicians and their ability to say to people that their work matters, honestly. What am I doing? Both now and in general. Gotta go. Oh, well, I hope you had a nice time. Enjoy drawing on your new tablet and all that. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Hope you have a good time. Apologies for the slightly sporadic stream. It's usually more consistent than this. What to do? What to do? I do like that watermelon. Anything with freckles. If you put freckles on something, I'm immediately endeared to it. Most of your stuff was either made or confirmed by pure mathematicians. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, there is a chance. If you're working with an applied mathematician or a physicist or a chemist or whatever, then you can do good stuff. But if you're just a pure mathematician working in the world of pure maths, which is what I enjoyed, there is a chance that your work will end up being useful, but the amount of pure maths that there is to the amount of maths that actually turns out to be useful is very narrow. So that's the problem, is the chances that my work would end up being useful is probably quite slim. So I would rather just do something that actually has some sort of helpful impact, like making people happy and smile. But you know, how slim of a chance is there that that works? But I also enjoy it, so that's, you know, got that side of thing. I'll probably end up doing some sort of programming thing anyway, but see how that goes. Which reminds me, I need to get back on that. I had an idea for a thing for this stream which involves programming, so I'll do that. Also might not be useful now. That's the thing. Pure maths is almost entirely speculative. It's almost entirely, well, someone might find a use for this eventually. We can point to these wonderful examples of like, hey, look at hyperbolic geometry. Everyone thought that was a waste of time, and then Einstein came along and said, oh, this is useful. So we get those examples to point to, but again, it's like so few things that happens to. But it's enough to get funding. But like, I just didn't like all that sort of waffling and trying to twist my work into looking like it deserves money and all that. I liked the work, I didn't like the job, if that makes sense. Also, teaching was great. Loved that. I'm just looking at pictures of lilies, that's not helping. Oh wow, that's cool. Watermelon shark. Neat. Thank you, Google. Or DuckDuckGo, or whatever it is. I don't want to do animals, because animals already have faces, and it's... You know, I know I drew a cat, but that probably won't be included. We'll talk about maths. Could do pi. Just wandering along. Oh, has anyone here's a question that I've just come up with. Has anyone made a pipe I don't know why you would, but has anyone done it? Because it's kind of already got that shape, hasn't it? Anyone made a pipe? I will. How to anthropomorphize pie? There's a question. I'm not. 1 brown, 3 blue, or whatever it is. Nah, can't do that. Not in a way I'd find satisfying. Other mathematical concepts. Do mathematical concepts make people smile? Probably not. I will draw a fractal. Give me a couple of millennia, and I'll get somewhere. Mandelbrot set. Why is my, like, literally any object will do. And yet my brain is just nothing. Absolutely just tumbleweed. And drawing tumbleweed is surprisingly difficult when you only have a pencil, because it's just a squiggle, basically. There you go. Nothing. Dead air. This entire stream is just dead air interspersed with nonsense. This happens every time, doesn't it? I do one of these streams. It's usually like a pause between things where I'm like, Missed what you asked. I just didn't ask anything. I'm just bleh. I just exist at the moment. Sparks released well, they haven't released the album, but it's on YouTube, so they have released the album. Recently, and they had a single from it called I'm Toast. It's not very good, but it made me think about drawing a toaster. Also, your head's empty. I mean, you haven't long woken up, and you're not the one in the hot seat of the stream, so your head can be as empty as you wish, because it's a good time. Ignorance is bliss, as they say, and some people like to use that as an insult. I like to use it as a target. I'd like some of that, please. On an unrelated note, by which I mean on a related note, one of the other songs that Sparks released a video for, which they made in lockdown, was for a song called Lawnmower. And I kind of want to talk about that song because it's basically one small section of a song repeated for 3.5 minutes. It's not a great... It's like 2 chords, basically one vocal line throughout the whole thing. After I listened to it, I thought that was a waste of my time. And then for some reason I listened to it again. And then I listened to it again, and I keep listening to it. I don't know why. It's a really weird thing. It's not good, but I keep listening to it. So yeah, if you want to drive yourself slowly insane, look up Lawnmower by Sparks. It's not even like it's got good lyrics. It's just about somebody who has a lawnmower and is a bit obsessed with the lawnmower. I fell for its trap. I know, like Sparks do occasionally do this. They release a song and I'm like, this is incredibly simple musically. It's not interesting. I'm probably not going to listen to this again. And then 50 plays later, I'm like, how did I get here? I guess they proved that formula with My Baby's Taking Me Home, whose lyrics consist of the words, my baby's taking me home, about 100 times. That's it, really. But yeah, it's just like, I thought I understood that, and then it caught me again. It's just, it is catchy. It is, yeah. It's kind of almost like a kind of sort of kids song sort of thing, catchy. Lots of Lars and stuff. More freckles. Only these are burnt crumbs, because this will be a burnt piece of toast. Do you know, this just reminded me of something. Is that still a thing? Oh, there's a book. In 2008, so that's probably not a thing anymore. There was a webcomic I used to follow called Kawaii Not, which is just sort of objects made to look cute and chibi and stuff, and then they did something that wasn't cute. Don't seem to be able to find it though. This is probably from like 15 years ago, but anyway, we can do one or two more things. I am a fan of this tumbleweed, actually. This will probably make it googly eyes on anything. Or make it into the list. I don't know why I put it around that way, because if it's going to be a sticker, you can just turn it, and then it will look normal. But that's up to you, I guess. Yep. Oh no! What has happened to you? He's just realised that he's stuck in the ground. Oh no. I did think of doing a mushroom as well, so do that quickly while I'm here. The line under the eyes look like a mouth. Oh yeah, nice. Oh no, I like both of them. You know what that means? There you go. They have friends. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue how we're going to decide which of these stickers to use. Because I can't set up a vote for it. It's awkward enough voting on 8 or 9 things, let alone all of this. I was going to do the same thing I did with the lamp. um, Yep, I'll go with that. That's fine. So how many of these? We'll ignore the cat, that doesn't fit. 1, 2, 3, 20. So 20 to choose from. We could probably fit 12 on the sheet, so it's probably easier to choose the ones we don't want. I will email the sticker company to try and work out how small I can make the stickers. I reckon I can fit 12 on there pretty easily. Yeah. I would like, with future sticker sheets, I would like to have like some big ones, like 4 or 5 big ones, and then a few small ones as well, to have a bit of variety. Yes. Anyway, that's the end of this stream. Thank you for coming along. This was a little chill stream. I'm glad you like it. Yes. Hopefully, your day picks up a little bit from how it began. Yes. As I hope is true of all people who are currently watching, and all people who are elsewhere. Yes, thank you for coming along. Tomorrow, we continue with Sekiro. There it is. What were we doing? We got attacked by a snake. That happened. We then found some poison and got attacked by another snake. Or is it the same snake? I don't know. Either there's lots of big snakes or it's the same one. Or they're the heads of the same snake body. Multiple heads. I don't know. Yes. Anywho, yes, thank you for coming along. Sekiro tomorrow, back to the Citadel of Chaos on Tuesday, where hopefully something will happen. Fingers crossed. More Sekiro on Wednesday, and then on Saturday a creative stream. Not sure what to do. Might do that designing costume thing, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Have a wonderful time, everyone. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for keeping me company and suggesting various things for me to draw. I am grateful. Hopefully those of you who will end up getting them in the end will enjoy the end product. Yes. Have a good time, everyone. Look after yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.